This is absolutely foul. I've never seen screws rust to the chassis. They're completely stripped and don't rotate at all. No wonder this was so cheap. But all this filth won't stop me from getting it to be a functional machine again. Alright, so we're back a day later. I let all these parts, besides this stuff, sit in simple green overnight. And as you can see, these parts cleaned right up. I haven't cleaned the screws yet. I haven't gotten to the shocks, diffs, or the center diff, or these last dirty parts yet, just because those are kind of janky. But now I know what I can use to finish this build, and I'll have a ton of spare parts. So like I said, I want to build a short wheelbase SC8, and this is the platform I'm going to use to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and start tearing this one down and rebuilding it, and I'll let these parts dry and put them away. Alright, so the Team Associated SC8 short wheelbase is complete. I have the belt-driven 10th scale short course truck, and I had this body on it, and it just didn't look right. I accidentally came up with this idea by placing this body on a RC8 chassis. I was like, maybe I can just swap things over, and I finally got around to it. So here we are. I took two RC8 chassis. They were old and gross and really tired, dirty, left, forgotten, however you want to describe it. And sorry about my cat, Nitro. So yeah, I cleaned everything up, every single piece, and rebuilt things, and then borrowed some parts from another SC8, and here we are. I bought this buggy body because I was going to rebuild a buggy, but I decided that it would work out well just to protect the chassis. So I'm just going to paint this all black. That'll look nice. So these are the parts that were just really, really gross that were left over. I just couldn't get them apart by hand, so I haven't touched them. These are really tired. I'll probably still be able to use them, but we'll see. Went ahead and cleaned up the center diff and front and rear diff of the leftover RC8. This is the donor SC8. As you can see, I borrowed the bumpers, shock towers, shocks, wheels, servos, and motor. This was clean, just used and dirty, as you can see. So I borrowed the parts from this because I have to tear it down and clean it anyway. So translated nicely. This is the other chassis. This is just really tired. But it's still straight, so keep it just in case. I have a brand new one. Save that. And these are all the parts. That's it. I didn't even touch the shocks just because I borrowed them from this. So, all these parts have been cleaned. All the broken and unusable parts have been taken out, so this is just a nice lot. I can actually put this in here. I'll put these in a bag just because I don't want the washers to come out. But that's all the hardware. It's a little rusty, but whatever. It's still usable. So, yeah. That's where this project is, and I'm okay with it at this point. It's gonna look good when it's painted, be nice and clean underneath. I know. So I think that came out pretty well. Recent Team Associated Nitro projects. Nomad DB8 nitro conversion. And an SC8 RC8 mashup for a short wheelbase SC8. This was a really old, nasty chassis with some borrowed parts from a nice SC8. Show you guys what you can't really see the difference in the size of the chassis as much because of these wheels. The larger wheels over here scale that up. So I'm gonna put a regular SC8 next to this so you can see the difference in how short this really is. So here you can really see how long it is, especially right here at the back of the chassis. The SC8 is really long. So it's going to be interesting to have one that's, you know, I don't know, at least an inch shorter. Pretty big difference there. Even the bodies are significantly different. It's going to be very interesting. about 15 inches long. From axle to axle on the regular SC8. It's just about 13 inches long here on the RC8 chassis, so it's literally 2 inches. But yeah, I'm pretty proud on this. Came out really clean, went together well. It's going to be really fun to test these out. Perhaps this will be the first running video I have of more recent stuff here on YouTube. Anyways, this is it. Came out pretty good if you ask me. And then the deflector here fits right between the two bodies, so should keep things pretty clean in there. It's just really interesting to see the difference in the fact that these choices are all compatible parts. Significant difference. Anyways, thanks for checking it out. Stay tuned.